how to upgrade your quadcopter with all new electronics, and some really cool 3D parts for an even cooler flying experience. Stay tuned for this multi-part series. We're going to be using all Race Day Quad parts right here. This is the new Joshua Bardwell F4 all-in-one flight controller, and you can see there's his signature right there. And this is the Mach 2 VTX featuring the MMCX connector for the antenna, and I even got one of the Race Day Quad's MMCX antennas that will connect right there. We're going to take the Amway VTX out of here, and the flight controller and the power distribution board. You might be wondering, why am I doing such a big upgrade so soon? Well, this quad had a domino effect of failures. We had an ESC blew up, which fouled the power distribution board, which I could not fix, which fouled the flight controller that had to be replaced. Anyway, so we're just going to replace pretty much all the guts and make this a really, really cool bird. And also, I really like smart audio, and we got that with this. So let's get started. We're going to put our components out of the way for now. And of course, we've got to take the props off. And next, remove the antenna. We won't be using this again. And let's take the roof off. Pop the top. And you're probably wondering what this is. This is my magnetic parts tray that I really like magnetic part trays. And one of the reasons that I really wanted to do this is I hate video noise, and I couldn't fix the problem with the video noise. Part of it, I think, is the bad power distribution board. It's a red rotor board that I really love, but since it got damaged, there's really no point. I tried to fix it, but it really was too far gone. There we go. Let's go clip this off because we're not going to be using that again. Get that off. Here's where I like the smudger. Makes this a much easier task. Take parts off. Good double-sided tape. I'll use this again, just on some other build. Oh, that is really good double-sided tape. There we go. Save that for another build. It's perfectly good. I just missed my smart audio. All right, I'm going to get the camera out of the way because I want more room to work with. I'll just take that, and I wanted to check something. This came with this wire, and is that the same thing? No, we're not going to be using that. Okay, there's the camera. I'm going to set that aside for now. All right, now that we got this opened, got to take those nuts off. Oh, wrong one. we have to remove the flight controller so we can remove the power distribution board. Before we do, I do have to, I'm going to leave one nut on there because I have to take these wires off. I'll pop the glasses. Uncluttered space. Okay, let's remove our flight controller wires. Come on. And this is the Lux V2, which is still a very nice flight controller. But, you know, I miss smart audio. Oh, shit. Be careful you don't burn something you don't want to burn. I think I'm going to have to replace that wire. I'm going to be putting this flight controller into another build, so I'm going to be careful with it. It's a good $30 flight controller. Okay, that's clear. And I think these other wires are okay to keep on there. Let's find out. I still got something in there. Oh, we still got these power connectors. Got to take those off. Thought I got those. Oh, they're on the bottom. That's why. Okay. Okay. I'm just a little too anxious to get these parts off. Okay, and what's left is the power. And I think I'll just save those wires because I'm going to reuse it again later. No, maybe not. Just, what the heck, just take them off. One, two. And there's our perfectly good flight controller. I'll clean it up later and we'll use it again. Put it right back. The case it came with. Boom. Ready to use another day. Alright, now that we got that, we can remove the power distribution board that is not doing so well anymore. Okay, so to do that, I gotta take these isolators off. I did a really good job, I think, isolating the vibration to the flight controller. But, you know, when the power distribution board went out, as long as I have to replace that, I might as well just do it all. Alright, now I gotta remove the power wires. You know, for this, I think I'm going to change out the tip. Ah! Don't do that. Go clean up the tip a little. And I'm kind of careful about that. I've got my tips right here. And I want to use the big flathead. So, pull that out while it's hot. You know, be careful when you do this. Be very safe because this is all hot and live. Now we're going to have a little delay while this tip heats up. but I want to get a bigger tip while I do this. So let's let that heat up. Put that these tips aside. And let's see where we are here. Okay, we're going to reuse this because that's perfectly good. See how we're doing here. And this, did we harm this? Is this still okay? Yeah, this is still perfectly fine. We can reuse this. We're going to reuse that part. Yeah, I think it's hot enough. You know what, I'm going to make my life a little easier. I'm going to take these standoffs off. Just because it'll make this job a little easier. Soldering around standoffs can be a pain, especially when we got something as delicate as the Joshua Bardwell controller with lots and lots of small parts. So let's make our life a little easier. It's no big deal to take those out and put them back. All right. I like to turn this as I do this. Be careful of these wires, you don't want to burn them. Come on, I hope it's hot enough. There we go. Desoldering. By the way, make sure you have some solder on the tip because it helps conduct if it already has some solder there. I tried everything for the noise on this board, and I just determined that it was the red rotor has just got fried by the fried ESC. And the manufacturer, I contacted them, and they pretty much concurred that there's probably a bad chip on there now that got fried. Come on. Okay. So, you know, what can you say? That's part of the hobby. Things die, and you repair, replace. But this is going to be so much better with the new board on there. Okay. Straighten out my bench. And we're off. And you'll notice the red water has the video camera wires to it, so we're going to be taking those off as well. And there's a capacitor up when they're trying to fix this, which didn't make a difference. Okay, let's go take off some of the parts that we're going to reuse. I'm going to try to take off the capacitor and the XT60. And I also need to take this wire off because we need that. That's the voltage sensor. Okay. By the way, if you're wondering what all this black stuff is, it's just liquid electrical tape. I just did that to insulate it. Come on. You can do it. Well, that is really good solder. How about that? I'm not worried about damaging the board because it's already damaged. There we go. Now, let's see if we can get these wires out here. I'm going to turn up the heat on the soldering iron. I'd rather remove the solder than cut the wire. Ah, yay! Woohoo! Excellent. Okay, got that disassembled good. Set that aside. We're not going to be needing this capacitor on this build because it's so well filtered. Okay, so we need to get these wires off now. Ooh, this board is hot. I usually like to use the smaller tip for this type of work. Come on, release, release, release me, let me go. Let's try these other ones first. Okay. Okay. Okay, and why does this black one just not want to come out? Ah, there we go. All right. This board goes in the junk heap. Done. Okay, and we're going to have to rewire these somehow. This is for the Spectrum satellite, and this is for the video and the voltage. Okay. Next, let's get this taken care of. We don't need these isolators anymore. Yeah, I got some shorter bolts on order from Hobby King, and if you know Hobby King, boy, so it's like it'd take forever. I was going to say something racially incorrect, but no. Let's just say I know, they don't work on Chinese time, they work on Caribbean time. And anyone from South Florida will tell you what the meaning of soon come means. Soon come on, you'll get your drink soon come. Uh-oh, we lost something there. We lost a few of those there, okay. Anyway, let's get these parts. We still need these parts. And I have a screw that's on the bottom here somewhere. Okay. Ah! There we go. Just set that aside. Put these little stands on there because that's what we're going to use till we get the new bolts. Then we'll make it shorter. Okay, now